I'm back. Sort of. Yeah, with the roosters in the background. I'm here, I'm back, sunglasses and all, patio chairs and all. Let me kind of give a state of the channel address, what's going on here. Camera had to be sent out for repair, and you know how that works out here. So, need I have to say anything about that? I needed this time off anyway. I'm going to be back on, except things could be a little bit different. Again, it's going to be no comments, filtered, and no rebuttaling, and I'm not going to get involved with the politics of anything that goes on in the channels. I think the one most important thing is to just expect that boys are going to be boys. There's always going to be something said about any vlogger on here. I'm not going to take it seriously. The only thing I did take seriously was when someone goes into your private life or business life, and it's not a cool thing to do. Nobody really knows me personally out there, so, you know, anything that's been said about me is, as I said, it's all mathematics, and I don't want to get into that. You know what the mathematics are. Why people want numbers, they want AdSense. You know the whole story without me getting back into that. So contrary to what you hear or believe about me, the news of my death is greatly exaggerated. Simply meaning, what you hear about me on YouTube is so far from the truth that it's almost silly. I did put out a few silly videos, I admit it. I had fun with them. The dancing video is one of my favorites. I love that video, and I was actually glad that it was used because me and the girlfriend had a lot of fun making that one. I'm going to tell you a little secret. The Starbucks video, if I didn't want to put that on, I wouldn't have put it on. If I thought it was some kind of an embarrassment, I knew what I was doing. I was trying to test out a reaction from the employees of that mall to see if they really, two things really actually, if they really knew where I believe there's a third Starbucks in there. I think they have three. I'm not a Starbucks person, so, you know, I don't really frequent Starbucks. But I was going to meet somebody, yes, but it was going to be at Greenwich. It wasn't at Starbucks. And anyway, I wanted to get reactions from the workers, security guards, etc. See if they knew where Starbucks was. It was not what you thought it was, that Frank was all confused and going crazy to find a Starbucks. I know the Ayala Mall pretty well. Trust me on that. I had some time to kill, and I was meeting somebody at Greenwich, actually, and it was not at Starbucks. But although I've been to all the Starbucks that are located in Ayala Mall, I wanted to see, as a foreigner, for one, if they would give me correct information as to where to find it. I knew where the one was on the terrace. I knew the one at the bottom level. You know, I'm familiar with Starbucks. I don't frequent Starbucks. I never did. Even when I lived in the Northwest, I've never even gone into a Starbucks. I think once I bought a scone, if you know what that is. Anyway, I was having fun with that video. That's something you didn't know. There's a lot of videos I was actually having fun with, but you took it very seriously. I'm not as serious as you think I am, and I'm sorry about that, but I did take you guys for a ride many, many times. I apologize about that. Even the thing about the tree. People have seen the vegetation around my house in Hawaii many times. I was waiting to see when somebody would see that, and some smart person did point it out. So I've been toying with people for quite a bit of time, and I apologize about that. It's been done with me, so I figured I could have a little fun myself. All right, back to serious business here. You know, talking about people on the channels, making funny videos and stuff. I mean, you know, it's not really a huge issue with me. I think it's when it gets to a point where you start getting into someone's personal life, I don't know why. Their tenants. Yes, the two individuals that I did mention on there, they did indeed contact my tenants, but it was a mutual effort. It's a long story with the tenants, but they're going to be out, by the time you see this video, they're out of there. Trust me, they're out. It just had to do with a contract they wanted to get out of, so they had to make it look like I was giving them a hard time. It's the only way they could get out of the contract. It was the only legal way they could try to get out of the contract. So that's what was happening with that. So I hope I cleared some of this up. Let's talk Ren. I don't know. You know, Ren is going to do what he does, and you know, I don't agree with everything he says. Ren did. I mean, let's get real. You know, Ren was found on other people's channels talking about me a lot. He was. I mean, but whatever. I'll let that go. You know, Alo's having fun in his own way, but Alo gets, I think, a little bit not a little bit carried away. The guy just gets really carried away. You don't talk about killing people, like chopping their head off. You don't. It's just, you know, if anybody gets in trouble, it's the person putting it on, because they get strikes against their channel, and if they do that, if they have AdSense, it's going to totally kill their AdSense. So I have actually been watching people that are putting enough rope together and they're hanging themselves without me doing anything at all. Let's see, what's the guy's name? Jeff Porter, JP, All Things Philippines. I think he got knocked off. I wonder how that happened. Big Kevin got in trouble. I had nothing to do with that, but when he had all those people on his channel like that, trolls, I mean, what do you think's going to happen? So he had to get off. And unfortunately, he's back to like getting back his subs again. He's back to like the drawing board. I don't have to lift a finger to do anything, because you guys seem to do it on your own. You think you're attacking me, but you know, you're attacking yourself. I'm not that interesting of a person, really, to be a subject matter. I think PV is, wow, he's like volumes of material. I mean, I'm just coming on here from now on to vlog and talk about different things. It's about it. It may not even be on camera. Look, I'm not pissed off at anybody. If anything, I'm just upset that people would go that far to go into your personal and business life. That's not called for. I'm not going to do that with anybody. You know, the only research I did was finding out. It's a long time ago, actually. I just didn't release the information that Ren was not exactly telling the truth about his real name and where he came from. No, I still don't buy he's from Texas. I don't hear a Texas accent, and you know, it was clear as day, the information I got. That was the only research I've ever done on anybody. And he didn't like it and had to come up with some excuse. Well, you know, Ren089, who has the name Ren089? Well, you know, you got to be, if you really want to be in touch and close with your subs and you appreciate them so much, you really got to be honest with them. That's the way I feel. I've always been honest, and my channel is known for my straight out, my bluntness and my honesty. And people who know me, they know that. So I'm not going to get involved with the politics anymore. I'm doing a straightforward channel from now on, and whether it's from my seat here or whether it's in the field somewhere, that's where it's going to be. Whether I wear sunglasses or how I style my hair, it don't matter. Now, the other thing that I've always found funny, Dave Phelps, he has this thing about age. I don't know if he's worried about whether or not he's going to live to be my age. I don't know. He calls me an octogenarian, and I'm still trying to teach the gentleman that, you know, an octogenarian is somebody that's in their 80s. I'm far from my 80s, obviously. You know? But Dave likes to fuck with me, so you know, he'll do that, and he'll continue to do so. About my speech, okay, New Yorkers do tend to pronounce their TH in a different way. I'm not going to make excuses for that. See, I'm correcting myself now. That instead of that, you know. But I don't have a problem with that. It's who I am. Do I have a problem with my age? Why should I have a problem with my age? Of course, we all wish we were 20 years younger. But I'm not going to make excuses for my age. Nor should my age be used as a target. That's called discrimination on YouTube, and you can get a strike against your channel for that. you know, you give somebody enough rope and they'll hang themselves. I've been watching that. And a lot of people have hung themselves by just doing the vlogs they've been doing without my help. I find it funny as hell, you know. They want to come up with channels like Riff Raff, which they admit is a put-down channel. It's a, and it's just, I'm in awe over this because these are grown-ups, and you would think they would talk about interesting subjects, but to have that much time on their hands is phenomenal to me. But again, we all know what it's about. I hate repeating this. You know, and you know, it's all about the mathematics. Create controversy, and what happens? You get more subs and views. You know, none of the crap that's talked about on me is true. Things they said I've done or insinuated, or the kind of character I am. If anything, you know, people who talk about your relationship are doing the wrong. You want to talk about me, you know, but even Ren at one time said, which I didn't like, and that furthered the situation, where maybe my girlfriend should glue me to the chair so that she could escape. Escape what? My girlfriend loves being with me. We have a great relationship, contrary to what anybody believes, wants to believe, hopes to believe. It is what it is, like we all say on here. I'm fine. I'm doing okay. I'm handling matters, and I will say one thing very important. I do things very quietly. I will not discuss my personal life on YouTube anymore. Any actions I take against anybody who's done me wrong is going to be done in a very quiet, silent, meticulous, well-planned out way. You'll never know I did it. You never know how I did it. But if you did me that wrong, you continue to interfere with my personal life, business life, you're not going to know what happened to you. That's all I can tell you. Just leave things alone, leave it be. I won't talk about you, don't talk about me. I won't rebuttal anything because I'm not planning on going to other channels to find dirt on me. There is a saying, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. That is true. But by request of my girlfriend, who would really appreciate that I don't even go on YouTube at all, that I can make videos. I agreed with her on this. Keep it straight, keep it documentary style, and just have fun with it. And leave it at that. Don't give anybody any ammunition, and you shouldn't get anything back, basically. That's the basic idea, although it's not always, you know, enforceable. But I am back. It will be topical, and I don't know the frequency I will be on. This camera still is fucked up. It really is. I'm considering getting off a DSLR. I'm not sure. The computer on top of that, that's another issue. No, I can't do live feeds. People have asked me to do so. Even though I could get the link and everything else, it just will not go all the way through. The computer's a piece of shit, let's put it that way. Maybe one of these days I have to upgrade the computer. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, I am back. I am here because you're there, but things are going to be different on the channels now. I'm afraid you have to find somebody else to, you know, do your handiwork with, because I'm not getting into that anymore. It's too time-consuming. It's really not worth it. If I'm going to continue vlogging, then it has to be my way, or that's it. Thanks to the people who've been supporting me the whole time I've been off. And I've had plenty of time to just chill and just live my life and not get involved with the politics of YouTube. Hope you can appreciate that. I'm not going to be policing the channels. That's not my job. It's not my job to police my viewers, my subs. If you like my channel, just watch it. If you don't like my channel, don't watch. Don't subscribe. Don't comment. But it's going to have to be my way if I'm going to continue to be on YouTube. It's as simple as that. Anyway, thanks for watching. Yeah, I'm back, sort of. We'll see what happens with that. Okay, guys, we'll catch you later. There'll be a few videos coming out, I'm sure. So, you know, stay tuned. And no, all is forgiven except to the two people who have gone that far to contact my tenants. That went too far. I think everybody out there would agree with that. There is a such thing as taking things too far. Having fun is one thing, playing around. You can't go that far. You could get in lots of legal trouble. Your passports, immigration, personal lawsuits, getting strikes against your channel, possibly losing your AdSense. It's all true. I'm not making this stuff up. If you have half a brain, you could figure that much that what I'm saying is true. And a lot of people have hung themselves by trying to destroy or irritate other people on YouTube. How many people had to start their channel all over again? How many times? And possibly lost the use of their AdSense. Had to start their subs from fresh, from the start. If you want that, well, continue, but it's your thing, you know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. Ren, you know, man, just chill. I got no problem with you no more, except that I can't forgive you on the part where you did talk to my tenants. That was wrong. It really was wrong. And Dave, you're the other one. Dave, you are an instigator. I'm sorry, I have to say that. You are the denominator on YouTube that basically tries to cause all the so-called riff-raft, the chismis and all that stuff. You seem to be a very angered person. I think everybody sees that. You're just more of an irritant than an enemy of mine, Dave. But we know about the mathematics. We know what it's all about. You want to create controversy so people will come to your channel. It's not that you hate me, Dave. I don't think you hate me. You don't know me. In fact, nobody out there, including Ren, actually knows me. So that's the funny thing about how people come up with all kinds of conclusions and theories about who I am, what I've done in my life, bad or good, or what they think is bad, or think I'm some sex path or something like that. You know, you believe what you want to believe is all I could really say. Whether it's truth or not, that's a whole nother story. See, that's the difference. Okay, catch you later.